Hi, this is Jackie. Today I'm going to talk about my second session with my client that I'm mentoring on the Sherry Blair Mentoring Foundation for Women. Amazing session as usual. So just to give a bit of recap, so this client, her business is she's a seamstress in Uganda and she's looking to scale her business, big. So what our topic today was about thinking big. So this was about her thinking about her business as a business and not a hobby. And so it's a shift in the mindset in her treating her business like a business. And so she needs to look at things about how she's managing her money, how she's looking after her clients, how she's keeping her records, how she's taking her orders, and how she's fulfilling these orders. So today we're talking about all of these topics, and getting that shift in her mindset so that she looks at her business as a business and as a hobby. And this really, this was really an eye opener for her because she hadn't really thought about this. She has been treating her business as a hobby, but one thing I did say to her, so she didn't feel bad because she did really feel bad about this, was that the mere fact that she has registered onto this program, which is a 12-month program, I will be having 2 sessions with her a month for 12 months. So the mere fact that she's given up this time shows that she has the right attitude and she really does want to scale her business. So not to feel bad about this. So we basically spoke about in terms of her order form, so as how she takes her orders. How does she complete the order? So on her order form, she has the customer name, she has the details of the order, but she didn't put the date the order was taken. She didn't put a date of when she's expected to complete the order. So these sort of bits of information we spoke about and reiterated the importance of capturing all of the information, the importance of keeping to the date, the importance of prioritizing her time so that she fulfills the order that are time critical. So she might have some clients that, they don't mind when they get their orders, and there are some clients that might be, maybe they have a wedding or they have some event, so they need to have that order at a particular date. So those are the orders that she needs to make sure that she delivers on time. And I gave her an example that unfortunately I'm originally from Cameroon, and I know when I go to Cameroon, one of the problems I have is that sometimes I go to get something made and it's not made on time. And she said, guess what? I am guilty of that. So I said, well, does she want to stand out and be different? Does she want to be the same like everybody else? And she said no. So I said, the first thing you need to do is make sure that you're on time. Now I know things happen and you might not be able to fulfill your order on time, but make sure because in most cases, they don't even know that they're not on time. And so if she captures this date on her form, puts a reminder in her phone, like in her diary, then she can keep track of when she's falling behind on her orders and let the customer know and say, look, I'm really sorry, something has come up, I'm running late. But if the client says, look, I really need to have this order in the next 2 days because I'm expecting to wear it for a wedding, then if it means that she has to put off another order that's not required until later, means that she can focus on this order and get it out on time. So the key thing here was about thinking big, two, about time management, and 3, about record keeping. So she's going to focus on these main things and see what processes she can put in place, because the one thing that she wants to do is scale. The whole reason why she came into this program is because she wants to scale her business. So for her to scale her business, she needs to shift her mindset into thinking, this is not a hobby, this is a business. And so with that in mind, she needs to be prepared, to grow the business. She needs to be prepared to put the various processes and systems in place so that if, say, for example, one of us wants to come and invest in the business, or there's some sort of funding that might be available, that she will be in the position to be able to present her business as a business that somebody would want to invest in. And to be able to do that, she has to understand her business. She has to understand her customers. She has to understand how she fulfills her orders. And the only way to do that is to have these processes in place. So I think she's on the right track. I think she's sort of really excited, and is benefiting from the conversations that we're having. Another important thing to note here is that I mentioned this is a Cherie Blair foundation, that there are other resources that she has access to. Now, she did say that she does have access to these resources, but she hasn't been engaging in them. So again, I had to reiterate that to be in this program, for her to get the best out of this program, to get the benefit, it's great we're having these conversations, but that's not going to be enough. She also needs to make use of the resources that she's going to have available to her. So another point that she's going to do before our next session is she's going to inquire about what resources they have available as part of the program. And so she can also engage in those resources. And if she's got any questions, she can ask me. So yeah, it's an amazing program. I think this is purely for women in business. And this is the second session, and already she's seen the benefits of mentoring, the benefits of having that extra support to move her business from one point to the next point. So task for her is that she is going to look at implementing some of the strategies we discussed. So A, she's going to complete her order form. B, she's going to look at time management and start putting those key dates in her phone of when orders are due. 3, actually, she's going to start thinking about what are the things that could be maybe holding her back from not scaling the business. What are the challenges that she has faced in the past that have prevented her from growing that business? We're going to discuss that in the next session. And I will feed back to you how we get on with that, because that is how I'm going to help her, or how we're going to work together for her to be able to scale her business. So before I end, I think what I'm just going to mention as well is that I've asked her to let me know how many orders she did last year. So that's this year, 2019. And then we can then see how many orders she does in 2020. That's how we can measure whether or not, which I'm sure, I have no doubt about it, that she's going to see the benefits. But we can measure and see whether or not, what has been the impact of mentoring. Have her orders gone up or not? So that's what I'm hoping we'll get. And as we progress, I will be feeding back with how her progress is and what she's done so far and what she's doing very well, and also what are the challenges that she might face or she is facing. But so this is me. My name is Jackie. I just wanted to share with you my session with the client that I'm mentoring on behalf of the Cherie Blair Foundation. Thank you very much. Bye.